Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer, and Spirit was telling me to put another reading together for you guys today. So I think this is an important reading, and it is about your person. So your person wants to communicate something to you, the person on your mind, and this could be someone you're not in contact with or you haven't spoken to. So this is kind of what they want to tell you, or it could just be your person can't find the courage or the words to put together what they want to tell you. So yeah, we might be channeling your person at some point here. I don't know exactly what Spirit has in mind as far as how this will be delivered, although I pre-shuffle the oracle cards. We have some tarot cards as well, and we will see what message your person wants to communicate. Now, I picked these with the intention that this is something that's going to help heal or bring peace or allow energy to move. Some of it may be painful, I don't know, but it will allow there to be an understanding that you get that will help the situation. So I just asked for it to be helpful and for it to be honest and for it to be from your person in order for it to bring a healing or just shake up energies in any way that it's meant to go. So if you've been feeling pretty stagnant, if you've been feeling out in the dark or alone, and you're wondering what is going on with your person, then this reading is for you. Now we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is this beautiful pink roses. Pile number 2 is the white lilies. And pile number 3 is a mixture of red roses and orange roses here. So yeah, take a look at these 3. Whichever one you're being drawn to is most likely your person's pile. Now, if we find your energy in these piles, then I don't know what to tell you, because it might be how you're feeling, okay? And sometimes we, yeah, could dominate the energy field, and then we're just drawn to our own pile. If that's the case, I do encourage you to click on a different pile that you might find your person's energy. And if it doesn't resonate, don't feel obligated to listen to it, but yeah, you might find your energy here. And sometimes there's mirroring, so your person could certainly be feeling exactly the way you feel as well, okay? But you'll know. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. So 1, 2, 3, the picks will be in the timestamp description box below and the pinned comment, and I will see you at your pick. Bye. Hello, gorgeous pile 1. You pick the triple pink roses here for your reading. Now we're going to be asking spirits, or I've already asked Spirit when I picked these oracle cards, for spirits to communicate what your person wants to say to you. And I put the intention here that it's something you're going to understand in order to help bring peace, healing, for energy to move, maybe something that they're unable to communicate with you or can't find the courage, or maybe you're just in no contact and haven't heard from your person. So this will be the message from your person, and there might be some channeling as well, depending on where Spirit wants to go with this. If this is your energy, which seems to be the theme in my readings, then your person's pile might be somewhere else. Or you could be mirroring and your person might be feeling the same way you feel. But you'll know if it sounds more like you, then you can continue to listen, or you can go find your person in another pile. If they're not there, then could be not your reading, because this is what Spirit wanted. Was there are a few people here who want to communicate something pretty important, okay? So there's some sort of message here that needs to be communicated to somebody. Could be a handful of you guys, but there's certainly an important message. All right, without waffling, let me get into the reading. So beautiful pile number 1, we have breath with 36. So 36 might be significant, or the number 9, breath. We have crow spirits with the number 17, or the number 8, co-create with spirit. Breath and co-create, that is very interesting. Hummingbird, be here now, with the number 34. I'll put that here right before the number 36. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. We have the Samaritan with the light attribute. Refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. And the shadow attribute, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. The Panther. We have Justice, the number 16 or the number 7. Huh. We have the Healer with the number 25. And we have To the Sea with the number 7. Again, so we have 2 7s. And we also have a 7 here on the 17. So 3 7s technically. And then we have Confusion. You're like, yep, it's my person. Confusion. Sounds about right. I'm just joking. Okay. So, beautiful. File number 1. We'll pull tarot after, but this message is coming through quite loud. So, if your person could start over, they'd want to start over, okay? This is what they're saying. Your person feels like they let you down. But they feel like they let you down because of they've been in their head and they've been confused. And they know that they've been confused and causing their own confusion. And they've been resistant. They've been pretty aggressive. They might have been pretty defensive, standoffish. And there's an energy here like almost, I want to forget all of that energy. Although they know they can't forget all of that past. There's an energy here of a true recognition of how you've helped this person to really help heal themselves and look at themselves from a point of view that they've never encompassed before. They've never looked at themselves through the eyes in which you allowed them to explore. I feel like this person almost feels like ashamed of the fact that they were unable to stand up and do the right thing. They feel like you've been stand up, you've done the right thing, and they let you down time and time again. They want to start over in doing the right thing and exploring what this looks like. They want to wipe the slate clean and pretend like none of this happened, although they know that's not possible. They want to believe in that so much that if they are in the here and now or contact you or start over, that you forget the past, because a part of them is unable to let go of the shame or a piece of them that they let you down, they let themselves down, and it's difficult for them to have a clean slate and start over here in painting the right picture and doing the right thing and the right journey here, with them hanging on to this kind of looming over their head. So they're not quite sure how to let go of it, because even though if some of you guys forgave them, true forgiveness, they still haven't been able to forgive themselves for not being able to show up in this connection. Yeah. And it's almost like a shameful feeling here. They want to bring in justice to the situation with the Justice card here, but I feel like this person is unable to really come to terms with their inability to show up when it mattered, and their inability to support the connection better than they have. So they're trying to encompass the energy of if and when they're around you or get a chance to be with you, that everything in the past didn't quite happen. It's almost like an in denial, and this keeps them from not feeling the pain, and this will keep them from being able to create something here in this connection. Otherwise, if they get thinking about the past and how they might have showed up, it kind of really makes them get in their head and not want to involve themselves, because it's easier to not accept the fact that they were maybe cowardly or maybe just too, yeah, I mean, some could have been outright just too defensive to even allow themselves to go there. So I feel like they're open. They're really open, more open than I think you probably think. But the holdup now is them not being able to forgive themselves. So there is still a state of confusion here, because I think your person doesn't know how they could live with themselves or continue to invest in a connection where constantly in their mind they're replaying how they treated someone who treated them like in such a beautiful way here with the healer. Like, you really help this person to see the many sides of them that they were unable to see, and they should have protected this connection, but instead they were on the defensive. So I do know that they want to breathe in new life here. What we'll do is we'll pull some tarot and some messages here from your person. So let's pull some messages first, then we'll do some tarot. And through the tarot, we'll see if there's any channeling. Spirit, all of them? No, Spirit saying the last one. Okay, let me pull some more. Some more. All right, so we have, please trust me. How can you trust somebody maybe that's broken your trust? So that's a big one, keeping them in confusion for sure, but they do want you to trust them. Although, you know, what exactly are they doing to earn your trust, or what have they done in the past that allows you to have this trust? I don't want to argue, so I feel like your person, again, wants to pretend like nothing happened and walk in there. But for some of you guys, they might feel like they're going to have to give you an answer or explain why they were in that energy. And I feel like it's, they don't want to go there. They want to, like I said, be in denial almost and not have that conversation with you. And if you feel they owe you that, then, you know, then they owe you that. But that's the energy I was picking up, is I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather be in denial. I'd rather sweep it all under the rug. I want to show up right. I know that I wasn't in the right energy and they're ashamed, but they want your trust. Like, it could magically just appear here and not talk about what has happened. I can cook a dinner for you. Oh, can I cook a dinner for you? That's funny. So again, somebody may be trying to win you over, distract you with something like that. So maybe your person comes in with something that's not really relevant to the situation at hand. Maybe they want to cook you a dinner. Maybe they offer you some sort of an offer here that is like a peacekeeping, or to smooth the waters over, rather than, you know, have to come in with their tail between their legs to have an argument or explain themselves. They can divert your energy towards, you know, an offering, a peace offering of sorts. But I do feel like your person is building up some sort of courage or something here, and they're not quite sure how to come in, because right now they see maybe that you'd be very defensive, you'd be on guard, and they would have to relive that energy that I don't think they're quite ready to face here. I think they've really disappointed themselves. Obviously they've disappointed you as well. But so it says, I want to spend more time with you. So yeah, your person certainly feels like maybe at this point, how they've been showing up, you've probably cut them out, or they aren't courageous enough to spend time with you, because then the truth may come out here that they have not been showing up. So they certainly want to spend more time with you. I cannot wait till the day I can call you mine. Very beautiful. Yeah, I am picking up this person certainly wants to kind of start over here and be in your good graces. And I am scared of rejection. So yes, if they come forward and you're in a defensive energy, They don't want to argue. They don't want to get rejected. They kind of want to start over, pretend like nothing's happened. Nice clean slate. And I mean, you might not be game for that, but that's kind of the energy I am picking up. So I did sense before I did this that there was an important message that they really wanted to tell you. And I think what I'm really picking up here from Spirit intuitively, I'm getting a download. Your person is preparing to contact you if they haven't already, in a way that they, if you're already in communication, they probably have been pretty distracted or distant. But I feel for this pile, you have not heard from this person in a while, or at least there's been big periods of pause, and it's been very one-wordy. And I do feel like this person's preparing to come forward here. I don't feel like they're wanting to address what has happened, but I think they're coming forward with a peace offering, and they want to test the water. And I feel like they're genuinely wanting to come correct, but I don't know. My own opinion is I don't think we should let them off scot-free here, but what do I know? So we'll see what the cards say here. And then we'll see if we can channel some of this. So Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 1. Thank you so much for this message for pile number 1, their person and what they want to tell them. Clear and concise message here, Spirit. We are so blessed. What does pile number 1's person want to say to pile number 1? What is so important that they want to tell them, if they could tell them anything right now? And thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. So what do we have? I'm feeling like ringing the bell. So if you guys can just mute your volume, because the bell might be a little loud, and I'm feeling energies on this deck. Shake up some energies. I'm going to give it a little bit more shuffling. All right. Maybe your person is a good cook. Have they cooked for you before? Maybe take that as confirmation if they do cook for you. Maybe they like to order you dinner or take you to their favorite restaurant. That might be what they're planning, ordering you some food. Or if you guys have food in common, maybe kind of divert the attention onto something that you guys commonly can meet on common ground. So let's see. We have the 2 of Wands. Spirit saying to read them all upright, and then just to pick up any blocks. The Prince of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. Love seeing Ace of Swords, one of my favorite cards, all about the truth. And we have the 4 of Swords. And finally, we have the King of Wands. Beautiful. All right. So, bottom of the deck, we're seeing the 6 of Wands. So, 6 of Wands is an ego card, okay? It could be a healthy ego, but I feel like your person is still kind of in that ego mode, which I think is why they're scared of rejection, why they're not wanting to come forward, have a communication about how they might have done you dirty or not stood up or showed up in this connection in a way that was stand up, especially when they feel like you were really upright, you were very honest, you were very gentle, you were very giving and kind, and this person was just not in that type of an energy. They were selfish, and I feel they're very ashamed of how they weren't standing up. So now they're in their ego, because now it becomes, you know, if I come to you and have to talk to you about this, I kind of need to put my ego aside, and I'm not sure that I'm ready. So let me just give you an offering here. Let us start over. Let us sweep things under the rug and maybe pretend, so I don't have to be embarrassed or put my ego aside here in any way. The King of Wands has a massive ego here, okay? The King of Wands is certainly going after what he wants. And I feel like your person is at the point now, especially if you haven't heard from them, at the point that they are really passionately wanting to see you if it's been a while. And that's overriding the fact that they have to kind of come in and have some sort of an explanation. They're hoping you won't bring them to that or hold them to that, but the desire and the want to come forward to you is greater, although there is still a very big ego here, and I'm not sure, and this is why there's confusion. I'm sensing this confusion in how they're going to play that off, because if you start to put them in a place where they feel like their ego is getting attacked in some sort of way, I'm not sure that they're prepared for that. So they're getting prepared. Two of Wands is them making a decision, and I always communicate this Two of Wands as, you know, somebody who has a decision to make. In the traditional tarot, the guy is holding on to one wand, like he's made a decision. You can go one way or another. It's kind of like putting all your stuff that you want to buy in your shopping cart online and not quite hitting the checkout button. So I feel like your person has now made a decision here which way. I feel like they want to come forward because there is, with all these wands, a burning passion your person has to contact you. Now in this Two of Wands specifically, your person, as I'm picking up energy here, is still holding on to two wands and walking into the fire. So what this tells me, okay, is they didn't let go of whatever else was needing to get left behind, okay? And I don't mean this is third party or whatever, it could be, but clearly there was a choice for them to choose this connection, to move forward, drop ego, do what they needed to do in order to step up. So they're stepping up, but they're still hanging on to whatever that was. So they're coming in with that baggage, or they're still leaving whatever back door open here, because I feel like your person, again, doesn't know if you're going to reject them, right? And they're facing the flames. They're like, yee, I got to go into the fire. I got to go into that hot fire and explain what I did. I don't want to argue. So I'm going to hang on to this, because if I let go of this and I have the one wand and make the decision to go in the fire and I get burnt alive, can I, not literally, but you know what I mean, can I come back to my other option or my other choice or my other peace of mind, because my ego will be completely bruised. So you can see your person seeing you here as this wall of fire that they have to face, but they're still hanging on to this other wand. Now they're moving slow as F, right, with this Prince of Pentacles, because this is the Knight of Pentacles, and as we know, the Knight of Pentacles moves slow as shit, almost to a halt. And this could be why you haven't heard from your person, you know, but even though, you know, I do poo-poo the Prince of Pentacles here, the Knight of Pentacles, for being slow, it is a genuine offer. The Knight of Pentacles has a genuine offer. The Knight of Pentacles is solid, okay? Very reliable when it comes to what they're actually saying and doing, is something that they mean. So I feel this is communicating this type of an energy here. Your person wants to offer you something, okay? Could be, like I said, a dinner, but I feel like they're wanting to come in with an offering, a solid offering, but I feel your person is a little slow because they are a little confused here. And then, of course, you know, it's kind of like when we're on that high diving board and right beforehand, you kind of get anxiety and you're not quite sure if you should jump, or, you know, you're kind of stage shock here. So that's kind of how they're feeling about contacting you. But I feel like there is this truth and this knowing that they have, that they did not show up correctly. Otherwise, they wouldn't really care. They'd contact you and they would, you know, if you had a point to make and they didn't agree with it, it wouldn't bug them so much. But the fact is that they know you were correct. They know they didn't show up. There's a recognition here. So therefore, the ego comes into play here. And I feel like there's a recognition on a conscious level, okay? I feel like they are aware that they didn't show up, and I feel like they're getting more clear in the fact that they're, the way they showed up was not acceptable. The confusion, though, still lies in, now, how do I, because ego's talking to them still, so now the ego's getting in the way of the truth. It's like, how do I face these flames? And then if you want to argue, can we just have a clean slate? and put it all behind us kind of energy, right? But Ace of Swords is a new beginning in truth, walking our truth and honesty. So I do feel like this person has a solid offer. If they do come to you with an offer, it is coming from a place of truth. I do feel like this person is trustworthy, all right? And I do feel like this person has had time to reflect here. So if you have been in a period of no contact, this is confirmation here with the Four of Swords. This is always a period of pause where we're taking a time out to really reflect on our own behaviors, maybe heal from our actions or the actions of other people who I could see here still with the clouds where your person might have been confused. I certainly feel as though they're cutting through that confusion now with that sense of clarity. Now I'm getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Okay, with the swords in the middle, and with the heavy wands, we're getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically with this King of Wands. So you might be resonating with that. A little bit of earth, but mostly fire and air energy. So let's pull an oracle, and then I'll see if I can do some channeling. I'm not sure if that was sufficient, but let's see. Can we get one card here, Spirit? Just overall energy. We have magic. So I think your person feels if they could wave a magic wand, if they could go back in time, and they're kind of reaching at everything but, you know, putting on their big boy pants to face this fire. And it's really all about how we dance with our ego and how we're able to put our ego aside. I do feel like they want victory here with you as well. And I do feel like this magic for me with the purple and this looking like kind of third eye, that it's all tied into intuition and our sense of knowing here. So I feel like your person they know, okay, their intuition is telling them, they're getting very clear, but I feel like the ego now is kind of stepping in the way. So let me see if I could channel your person. When we're apart, I feel as though I have time to think because everything is still. But the more I think, the more confused I get. But I don't get confused about you. I get confused about why I did what I did. And every time I go there, I kind of feel a shrinking feeling inside me. It's so embarrassing. I feel like I couldn't stand up. I couldn't do the right thing. I was immature. I acted foolish. I'm so ashamed. It's like when I think about an embarrassing moment in my past and it makes me feel ashamed, I just don't even want to think about it. But now it's visible. It's out in the open. I know you're seeing that. Are you thinking about this too constantly? Maybe you think less of me. I wish I could do it all over again. You know, I really, really want to see you. I really want to talk to you. I think maybe I'm just getting in my head. Maybe I'll just show up. Maybe I'll just come forward and sweep you off your feet. And maybe you've missed me so much you won't even bring it up. But I know when you look at me, you're thinking of all the things that I didn't do, all the ways I didn't show up. How could I face you? Oh, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I need to do something nice, though. You've always been nice to me. I feel like I want to give you something here. I feel like I want to give you the world. I want to just start over. But if I tell you that, then I'm kind of acknowledging that I did something wrong. And then that means I'll have to explain myself. I don't want to talk about it. It's so embarrassing. You're probably really angry too. Like, what if you chew my head off and then I come with a gift or something? Oh, I'll be even more embarrassed. I can't do that, but I miss you so much. Maybe I can feel you by text. Maybe I can send you a message. Maybe I can feel what you're feeling and see, but I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I hate this feeling. I think I should just go forward though and let it ride because I do miss you. And the truth is, I really didn't show up. So hopefully you don't bring it up, but I gotta face the truth one day or another. Anyway, that is channeling your person. I do feel like, yeah, I felt a feeling there of them almost being desperate. Okay, so I don't know if You guys sense that on your person. King of Wands isn't generally desperate. So that was a different feeling I got from channeling than I was getting from the spread. But it could be just very buried deep in the subconscious that their ego is really prominent, okay? Because once I started getting into that and they had to go there, it was almost like diverting me from the truth here. So interesting energy here for you guys, pile number one. But I do feel like the message is, I feel your person's being preparing to contact you. I feel like they do have an offering for you. I do feel it comes from a place of truth, or at least it's a truthful offering, and they are from a place of honesty, but I feel they're still wearing their ego and they're not prepared to talk about what has happened, which might not bring you solace. But again, this message was to communicate to you something that would help you to heal or understand maybe where they're at, so that you can get a good idea of what's going on here. I do feel like they want you to trust them and, you know, and just kind of sweep under the rug. But I don't feel like that's the right thing to do, okay? So if you do miss your person, do not sweep this under the rug. I feel like, you know, this message is coming forward to prepare you, because if this person is in an ego, I don't feel like them coming forward, offering you something and not wanting to talk about it, even though they are in their truth right now, will change anything in the future, because they may repeat the same cycle. Now, I just want to see if Spirit wants to give some word of guidance here, because I feel like that is the guidance that I was feeling here from Spirit. But let's ask Spirit for a clear and concise guidance. What does Spirit suggest here for you guys? Beautiful pile number one. Now, it is your choice what you want to do here, but I don't sense this person's is in a healed place of not repeating any sort of cycle again here with you, just because they miss you. And that's kind of the feeling I was getting. Although, again, it was truthful. It's more of coming from this desire, this passion. I did not see any cups. Okay, doesn't mean they don't love you, but I don't feel it's coming from an unconditional love. I feel like it's a passion. It's them being really attracted to you, them being apart from you, and them really missing your energy around them. So we have the Empress. This is you. Beautiful Empress energy, Taurus energy. Here's the King of Wands, them coming in, like I said, and the Star. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Spirit, for confirmation here. Spirit wants you to embody this Empress energy. The Empress does not settle. The Empress knows her value. The Empress has unconditional love, but she also sets very healthy boundaries. Your person will only start to treat you like the Empress that you are when you embody this Empress. Okay, so right now they're a King of Wands, not quite an Emperor, so I don't feel like they're ready yet to meet you at your level, especially with an ego like the King of Wands. Not wanting to argue, meaning not wanting to bring up the truth, communicate how they've let you down, really unpack what's been hurting in this connection. So they come in passionately on their horse, okay? And the King of Wands is fairly mature, but he is a little bit opportunistic, goes after what he wants, and he knows what he wants, okay? And I feel like with this unicorn and this little point here, this King of Wands is pretty turned on to get to you, okay, physically. So he's ready to leap over that wall of flames that he was looking at here, but it's not enough, okay? So I feel like you're needing to embody this beautiful Empress. I do feel like you have this unconditional love. I do feel like your person's acting out of ego and out of an attraction here. I do feel like there is love here, but they're needing to really dig in deep. This is their lesson. I do feel like with the Star here, Spirit is saying, if you're wanting to bring in your hope for this connection, your ultimate hope of where you see this going, you know, then to stay true to what it is that you desire out of this connection, and not to trade in a temporary satisfaction for a long-term benefit here, like the Star, okay? Because the Star is very healing, and I feel like your person needs more healing here. I'm getting this to the sea feeling here, because this mermaid is, you know, at the sea here, and she's doing her cleansing. So I feel like this is part of the journey that your person is having to go through to really face you know, their own shadows, their own ego. So Spirit is really saying for you to get your hopes, for you to get the what you want out of a situation, your person is going to need to do the proper healing, and they can't just come rushing in here because they miss you in this you know, in this passionate way, when you're this beautiful empress here who deserves this person to unpack some of this ego. All right, so I hope this resonated for you guys. I will see you soon. And if this sounded more like your energy than your person, you might want to go check out another pile. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. If you picked the white lilies, absolutely beautiful. Then pile number 2, this is your reading. So pre-shuffle the oracle cards with the intention that I ask spirits to come up with your person, the person you came here about, and what do they want to communicate to you? What do they want to say that's going to help heal or bring peace or allow the energy to move in a way that's going to help you to understand, okay, that you can take. Now, it could be painful information or it could be something that makes you feel good, but either way, this is meant to be truthful, but just information that your person is not telling you, either because you're in no contact or they just cannot find the courage to tell you, or subconsciously they have a feeling here, but they're unable to articulate what they're feeling. But either way, Spirit was poking me for this reading because there is a message here that someone's supposed to hear based on these readings from their person that is important. So generally when I get this feeling from spirits, it's an important message. It could be for, you know, 1 or 2 of you guys, but there is a message here that is needing to be communicated, and we will see if we can channel a little bit of your person's energy as well. So we have the void. 42 might be significant. We have the number 63 with vulture spirit, nothing is wasted, or the number 9. And we have artist, light attributes expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. And the shadow attributes, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. And we have the unicorn here. Beautiful. And we have love grows love with the number 40. We have the crone with the number 13. And 13 is also the death card in the tarot. And we have come to the edge with the number 36. Or the number 9 again. So we have 63 and 36. Look at that mirroring. So you and your person could certainly be mirroring. When you see mirrored numbers, it could certainly be twin flame if you're resonating with that journey as well. But we have come to the edge. And we also have joy with the beautiful daisies. I think those are daisies. Or maybe they don't look like sunflowers. Anyway, joy. All right. So we'll pull some tarot in a bit. And we'll pull some words from your person and see if we can channel. But what we have here with your person, I think your person was kind of playing almost like a victim role mentality here, okay? And what I mean by that is I think they used your connection, or how you showed up in the connection, and they might have taken advantage of some aspect of you that was very special, or that a lot of other people might not possess, in order to help boast themselves in a way and continue to feed off of that energy. I feel like your person had very low self-esteem. And I feel like your person looked up to you as somebody who was, or is, I don't know if you guys are in no contact, but somebody who is unique, somebody who has it all together, someone very experienced. And I feel like you've been leading this person as an example of yourself, to try to get them to go down a path, I feel, and really bring out the best in this person and help them be the best version of themselves. I feel like you've been an inspiration to this person, but how they've been showing up is kind of like more victim type mentality, or at least not doing much with what it is that you are bringing. So some of you guys might have just given up altogether. Some of you guys went as far as you could with this person, but they continued to not show up, or continue to keep doing the same old, same old. I think a lot of you guys wanted just an equal give and take, or at least for your person to react or do something with the beautiful energy that you were able to give to them. I feel there's a deep sense of love that you gave to your person. Also feel like your person, they let their victim mentality or their own selfish, maybe they had a hobby, maybe they had a passion, maybe something in their life that they were pulled towards, that they chose, and I feel like they might have mistreated you or took you for granted here. They want you to know that you brought them a lot of joy. They want you to know that they love you very deeply, and although I don't think you saw a result here at all in some of them, for some of you guys at all, this person didn't change from when you met them. They remained kind of the same no matter how much you gave, or how you tried to pull out the best in them, or how long you guys were together. I feel like there was a lot of experience here and a lot of wisdom, but your person wants you to know that with the nothing is wasted. I feel like it's sitting someplace in them, and they're starting to recognize that they didn't utilize any of this in order to pull out the best in them. So I don't know. I don't see here any explanation as to why, but I feel like they definitely chose, I was going to say, an immature way of being, because they chose to be kind of in a woe is me, self-pity type energy, rather than embracing and empowering themselves to learn from this connection in order for them to motivate themselves and step forward. Some of you guys, this person wasn't, I'm getting they're kind of like very not determined. They're kind of go with the wind. They're kind of, yeah, like, I don't know, maybe they used you for a lot of things too, or at least you might feel that way, like maybe a lot of rides, or use you for, I don't know, some of you guys money. But I just feel like there's an energy here of maybe you feeling used, or that you put in a lot of your precious experience, time, and energy in this person, and a lot of it was very special, because I feel like you don't just go around being this way with everybody. So the fact that this person seemed to just take, and then there was nothing visible, because this person remained kind of in that same energy, or at least they weren't able to show up in any sort of way. And I don't know, like I just feel like it is painful here. So I do feel like some of you guys probably turned away from this energy, or might be still in this energy, but recognizing or realizing that no matter how much you're wanting or willing this person to learn from or be their fullest potential, this person isn't budging. Now, when I said you and your person might be mirroring each other, I feel like the more you're giving, the more you're presenting yourself, the more you're unconditionally loving, I feel like the more your person's taking, the more your person's removed, the more your person feels not capable and not empowered. Okay, it's almost like if we keep enabling someone, we're taking away their power to enable themselves. So I do feel like some of you guys might be in that energy right now for some of you guys, okay? The others who have recognized this, maybe you are now understanding that this isn't where you're going to find your joy. Because I feel like all you really wanted was to bring joy, to bring happiness. And I feel you always saw the full potential here within this connection. So obviously you're guiding, you're leading, you're wanting the full potential here, but your person just was not. But the key here, I feel, is this isn't wasted. This love that you gave, this energy, this experience, this ability for you to show unconditional love and be your unique self, it didn't go to waste. Although maybe you're not seeing what's come of it, I feel like there is more here, and this is why Spirit wants to communicate this again, because it was supposed to be something that would help you to heal, because I think everything I'm telling you already probably know, especially if you're resonating with this pile. The part that you might not believe or know yet to be true because you haven't seen it is the fact that it isn't wasted, that this is sitting someplace with your person percolating. But I think what needs to be done here is now, how are you showing up? You know, how are you not going to show up for this person to empower themselves, right? So let's take a look at what your person could tell you here with these like these channeled messages, and then we will do tarot, and then I will channel your person as well and see if there's anything further they want to say. But Spirit, for beautiful pile number 2, what does their person want to communicate or say to them? If they could tell them anything here. This does not belong here. We will take a look at that later. That's a timing card, so maybe timing is going to be a thing that we can look at. But what does pile number 2's person want to tell them? If they could tell them anything, what are they wanting to communicate? Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you. I'm so blessed. So grateful. All right, Spirit. What else do we have? We'll pull 3 more. One more. The bottom one. Okay. We have, I don't want to argue. Interesting. This one came out for pile number 1. So maybe your person feels as though it's easier to ignore you at this point. So if they're being quiet or shut down, they're kind of choosing the easy route. Maybe some of you guys have asked them, you know, why it is that they're kind of not reciprocating here or showing up. But I feel like your person would rather just distract themselves with other things right now than to face an argument. But I don't feel like it's an argument. I feel like it's to face having to actually communicate, because I don't feel like your person's communicating at all. In fact, I feel like your person's a poor communicator, which I don't think I need to tell you that, but I don't feel like they're a poor communicator when they want something, or when you're in their benefit, or when you're giving them joy and beautiful light energy. But suddenly, if it becomes needing to engage and reciprocate, the love grows love, then I feel like your person then shuts down, says they don't want to argue. They might get argumentative. So indeed, they're the ones kind of starting the argument by being a little defensive. I'm trying to figure things out. So they might have told you this, is what I'm getting. But what I'm really picking up here with this is, as long as you're enabling this person, as long as you're showing up, as long as they're kind of getting out of you this joy, this beauty, and they feel beautiful joy and love from you, okay? This is beautiful energy. But as long as they're getting that, I don't think your person is going to figure things out. So they might tell you this, they might be saying it. I feel it's half-assed. I feel like it's something to say to maybe get you off their back a bit. And I mean, if they were to wave a magic wand and have things figured out, yeah, they might do it. But I feel as though them saying I'm trying to figure things out is, you know, maybe to keep you kind of there so that they can continue perpetuating whatever state they're in, which I don't think they're happy in the state they're in to begin with, because I do feel it's this victim state, and I feel like it's not motivated, it lacks confidence. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Maybe your person complains a lot about things, or feels victim to life in some way, or there's a side of them like this. I don't know if they showed that to you, but yeah, I don't know. There's like this kind of a side of them that's really depressing almost, or like it's depressed. Okay, I just want to pleasure you. Well, gee, so this person might be more physical with you than sharing intimacy with you. Maybe they have a difficult time expressing emotions, but they're able to be physical with you, okay? But I do feel like your person is definitely into you. With this, I just want to pleasure you. And for some of you guys, I get, instead of being having the conversation or having the intimacy to open up emotionally, they may try to you know, physically be with you, or try to divert you in a way that focuses on saying how beautiful you look, or, you know, trying to shift it more to the physical rather than to the emotional conversation. I can be very controlling, so I do feel like your person does have that side to them, where I think they're used to being maybe a victim of sorts. That's the only word I really know how to use, but I feel like this helps them control their situation, because if they embody the energy of somebody who's going to have to enable themselves and be empowered to change things about themselves, then they might feel like they don't have a sense of control. So it's easier for them to be in the state of the state that they're in, so that they feel like they're more in control of their environment. For some of you guys, you might have seen flashes of this person being controlling of you, and I feel like this person might be controlling when they feel you might be pulling away. They might step up, and they might try to I don't know if it's when you step up or when they're comfortable is more what I hear. So when they're comfortable, you might see glimpses of them being controlling of this connection, and controlling of you in very subtle ways here. I don't even think you guys might even realize when this person is doing that, but maybe this is bringing it to your awareness, because I feel like you guys are such loving, caring people here. And I just heard a few of you guys say, hell no, I want to put up with anyone controlling me. But I feel like this person is doing it in such a way to be like, I'm doing this out of my, you know, wanting to protect this connection or protect you, you know, to show you how much I want to physically pleasure you or this. But I feel like there's a controlling side here that is more about them than it really is about what they're saying. It's about, I wish we lived together. So for some of these people, I feel like they get a lot of energy out of you. Okay, you bring them a lot of joy, and they wish that they, you know, again, had the cow for free so they could have the milk, right? So I don't know if that's a saying, but they're definitely wanting to embrace this type of a beautiful energy that you give them. But I mean, they can take all they want. If they're not reciprocating and you live together, they're just going to deplete you of that beautiful energy. They're going to have to step up. So I'm getting scared of getting hurt. I'm scared of getting hurt. I think your person all around with their controlling way, especially mostly when it comes to how they're living their life more than the connection. What I was feeling here was this victim type. I know it says artist, but, and your person could definitely be a creative artist. Like I said, they might have these passion projects. They might be into music, art, poetry, writing, that sort of thing, because I do feel a love. And I think that's where you bond. This person is very spiritual. I do feel a spiritual bond here, a connection. That's definitely very creatively, it goes very deep and spiritually, but I also feel like they have this victim mentality of putting aside things here that, you know, they might have to eventually face, and it's easier for them just to maintain in this energy, because I think they're lacking confidence to really step up here, getting hurt in this connection, but also getting hurt in general in life. So I feel like it's more about this person's, how they are in life, than it really is about you. It's like, this is why this person's like this. It's not really you. It's like, this person is like this because of how they're dealing with all of this other stuff, and you happen to be around there giving love and light, and they're just not showing up because they need to sort through all this. Now, we did get a time card here, so I want to see what this says. This is February, so this might be significant for you guys. An anniversary, maybe one of you guys has a birthday around this date, when you guys met, or it could certainly be going to be a significant milestone in your relationship. So you might want to write that down. Now, that is Valentine's as well. So it is the month of love, which I find interesting. So let's pull some tarot. Okay, let's pull some tarot, and I'll see if we can channel your person after we read the cards and see what Spirit wants to communicate here for pile number 2. Can we have some more for pile number 2's person? What do they want to communicate? What is so important that pile number 2 hears that their person wants to tell them? What does their person want to tell them? Clear and concise message for pile number 2 from their person, Spirit. Thank you so, so much. All right. We have the Six of Wands. Spirit wants me to keep them all upright. Six of Wands came out in pile number 1. We have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the Magician in the middle. We have the Hangman. I'm feeling this one, and these two. Okay. Let's move that over. So we have the Moon. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, very, very slow moving energy. Okay, so beautiful pile number 2. What we see here, we see ego at play here with the Six of Wands, okay? This came out for pile 1, like I said, because the Six of Wands could be that ego card, and it's all about perceptions, and it's how you're perceived by others, right? So, I mean, it is a victory card, and I feel like they want to win. They want to be successful, but I feel like there is something about image, something about how they're going to be perceived by others and you in this connection. So I feel like they've been pretty rebellious here with the Knight of Swords, okay? This is someone combative. This is somebody challenging. You know, this is someone not really backing down from what it is that they're trying to get. So I do feel like there's a selfishness here. I also feel like with this card, there's a need to, the controlling piece of it. See how I can be very controlling? I feel like he's trying to control this. It always reminds me of kind of like a baby carriage with the eagle symbolizing freedom. So it's like they want their freedom to choose. They want to control how they're free and maybe how they want to be uncommitted in some sort of way or fighting for their freedoms or how they can control things in this situation, though the sort of truth is sideways and there's lots of clouds. So I feel like your person isn't very clear. There's a lot of confusion as to, you know, what it is that they're really even trying to control or get free from. I don't think they're seeing very clearly here with this Knight of Swords. Magician, this is bringing in, right, like manifesting what it is we want here. And I feel like your person is a good manifester. I do feel like they're able to manifest what they want. And I do feel like you're also a very good manifester here. But I feel like what's happening is your person is not utilizing all the tools that they have in order to really bring in what they need. And I feel like what your person needs is healing. I feel your person needs to heal. I feel your person needs to use all their tools in order to build their confidence for them to really manifest in their life what they're meant to manifest to their full potential. Six of Cups up here, absolutely beautiful with the Three of Wands, because the Six of Cups is the soulmate card, okay? This could be somebody that you've known since high school or have had a long relationship with or dated in the past and then they came back, or you could just have an on again, off again type connection where this person leaves and comes back. Could be like a past life soul family connection as well. But this is definitely the card about, you know, feeling like home, feeling like safe in that person's presence. So your person could certainly make you feel safe. Okay, I do feel like there's deep, deep, deep emotions here with the Moon and with the Three of Wands. This is talking about, you know, facing the horizon so that we can plan to get on the ship so we can move forward towards what we want for ourselves for the future. So we kind of have past, we kind of have future. So I do feel like your person's kind of more in the energy of embracing and looking back at past, which I feel is holding them back. And it could very well be them being stuck in their ways, because I see Hierophant here with an illusion. okay? And even with the Hangman here. So what I'm picking up, I'm getting heavy download here that's coming in quickly from Spirit. Your person is in an illusion here where they're needing to gain a better perspective or insight to their lifestyle, because I feel like however they were brought up, whatever it is that they are connecting to as their, you know, their hometown, their home family or whatever, they're really giving it a lot of significance and value. But I feel like it's preventing them from, you know, getting with this Three of Wands, which is now getting on that ship. And I feel like your energy that you're embodying here with Come to the Edge, like you're ready to get on that ship. You're ready to move on for the next chapter here. And I feel like your person is hovering around this nostalgic type energy, you know, friends from elementary, your hometown where they can't move, or they're stuck in traditions, some type of lifestyle that they're used to, or ideology that they're used to. And so it's really holding them back here with the Knight of Pentacles from moving forward, because I do feel like there's deep emotions, but it's just holding them in this illusion, and they're really not seeing things clearly for what they are. So they're being called to take a look from a different perspective by spirits to really see things from a different understanding, so they can have recognition here, because I do feel like they have all the tools to manifest something here. But again, I feel like they're in that state of maybe being a little more victim, or like, I was brought up this way, or because of my hometown I can't, or because of, you know, using excuses from the past in order to not move forward. Six of Cups can also mean needing to heal our childhood wounds. And certainly if we're seeing the Hierophant here, we could have been brought up with values or tradition that's just outdated, that we're needing to review, that we might be seeing things not for what they are, because we're just kind of stuck in our, you know, what we were told to be true, or the institution here. Okay, so let's see if I could channel your person. But before I do that, let's pull an overall energy oracle card here. Well, we got one showing its face here, and the other one flipped over. So we have pain and we have sweetness, and this is exactly it. As I bent the card, this is this card. Okay, this is like beautiful love, soulmate love. This is true love. I do feel like there's a deep sense of love here. Okay, a safety, a feeling like home. It is soulmate type energy. And then there is this pain, because I feel like your person is certainly going through pain, not caused by you, but they're really having to go through this experience of, you know, they're not a victim. They're in control. It doesn't matter how they were brought up. They have everything they need here to put together a plan of action for them to have a successful future. But it's almost like it stops them from moving forward. I feel like there's lots of excuses, and this is preventing them from moving forward at this time. Okay, so let's see if I can channel what this person wants to say. I love you very deeply, and I know that you know that, and that should be enough for you to get off my back sometimes, because sometimes I just feel like I want to figure things out for myself, but I can't even know where to begin. So how am I going to do what it is you want me to do? It makes me feel so heavy. I feel really burdened because I can't show up for myself. I'd rather just not even start. It's just overwhelming. I want to be able to do what I want to do so I don't feel stress. I need to control my life in a way that doesn't give me any stress. So when you have demands, or when I feel demands that I have to do something here with you or for you, it pains me. And I know I love you, but love isn't enough for me to even do it for myself. So how can I love you enough to change anything here? I've experienced a lot in the past, and it's held me back. It hasn't set me free. I need to resolve a lot of that and really take a look. But every time I think I need to do that, it stops there. I don't peel back the layers. So I just continue to do what I know to do, but it feels like I'm digging a hole for myself. You feel like you're getting further away. I appreciate everything you've done for me. If you go now, I totally understand. Although I don't want to lose you, there's nothing I can do different. There's nothing I can do. I feel like if I try and fail, then the expectation just causes stress. I don't want to be controlled. I just want to do what I do best. I mean, it's working for me now. If you want to stick around, that's cool. You know, I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint you. So sometimes it's easier not to try at all. Anyway, that's what I got from your person here. So I feel like there is a lack of confidence. I also feel like there is this inability to take the power back to make something happen here. Fear of failing, a fear of trying, I should say. Okay, so this is what I see here for pile number 3. If this sounds more like your energy, your person might be in another pile. I love you guys very much. I hope this resonated, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my most beautiful pile number 3. I'm super excited that you're able to join me today. You picked the blended flowers, red roses, orange roses. Can't wait to get into your reading. And we ask spirits to have a truthful communication here in regards to what does your person want to tell you. If they could tell you anything, what do they want to say? What do they want to communicate to you? Spirit was telling me that there is a message here that needs to come out for someone. So this is why I'm doing a second reading today, that there's something important that needs to come out from your person, the person on your mind, something they want to tell you. Now, we set the intention that whatever they want to tell you is something to help heal the situation, bring peace or an understanding. Okay, so it might be painful, but it's truth that might help to heal, to move things forward. And I ask Spirit for it to come in a way that you understand, so that there's an understanding for you, so that you're not confused and you're not quite sure what that all means. So let's hope that this pile is your person. If it's your energy, your person could be in another pile, but we will look at channeled messages from your person, and then I will channel your person as well near the end. So let's take a look. We have number 30, which might be significant here with glass. Glass. The looking glass. All right, we have 37 with lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Or the number 10. 30 and 37. Look at this lion. Beautiful. Lions might be significant. Green eyes as well. Your person might have green eyes, or you have green eyes. Very beautiful. We have guide. Light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Spirits, be generous of spirit, represent the nature of the divine. Beautiful. I'm getting very spiritual energy here. Bat. This is air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with bat. And we have slimy with the number 2. Slimy. We have the stone. This is 65, 66, 67. So number 67 might be significant. And we have instinct with the wolves. And we have a fork in the road with the number 13, which is also the death card in the tarot. All right, so we start with oracle, then we'll do some tarot. But right now, about your person here, what they want to tell you. So I feel a blend of you and your person, because I'm kind of feeling 2 energies here, and I'm not sure who is who, but I feel a deep spiritual connection, and I feel like one of you guys has been able to see very clearly this connection for what it is constantly from the start. Very clear. And one of you guys wasn't able to see very clearly and has showed up in a way that might have contaminated this connection. Okay, but there is an unspoken communication between you and your person feels this, because both people feel it here. Okay, there's this, like the bat has that sonar, there's this unspoken way that you're able to just have a knowing, without having to communicate it, without having to have learned it. There's just a knowing of who your person is or what it is that they're feeling here. And I believe it's because it's on a very deep spiritual level. I feel like your person feels that this connection is very divine, okay? Or at least I feel both energies do, but one person here is feeling like the other person is really, now I don't know, because it is mirroring here, and this could come from both of you guys. So I think for one of you guys, it started off as this person being this divine spiritual being, but I think the person who wasn't showing up so much, or denying, or leaving this like slimy type energy, or not seeing the connection as clearly as they knew to be there. So despite them knowing, they were choosing to see things for not how they were showing up kind of slimy. They feel this, that you have this beautiful, divine, almost like spiritual guide that's able to steer them in the right direction. Okay, like this bat is being steered by, all the different obstacles around it. It's able to send noise and know where to navigate. So I do feel like they're being navigated through their situation right now. I feel like this person that I'm channeling here has this, has a very fixed way of being, and they can kind of turn on a dime here. Because they are very stubborn, but they almost have to have a full buy-in, or a full buy-in, or they don't just believe anybody, so they have to feel it. And with the bat and the instinct, I find that very interesting, because the bat moves kind of, based on its sonar, and it has a knowing, and same with this instinct. So I feel like this person's always had that instinct. I feel like you've always had that instinct, that you guys have understood what this connection really meant, but for whatever reason, this person, or the person I will be channeling here, did not want to see it, chose to not see it. I mean, bats are blind, okay? They can't see very well, so I feel like this person was not seeing. And yes, although they knew the connection spiritually has always been there, I feel like there's this choosing to deny it because of some sort of stubborn way of being, or pretend almost like it didn't exist, although it was always there, that knowing. It is easier to not admit it. And yeah, so I feel like they most likely took this connection for granted in a way, because they showed up in a way that wasn't honoring this connection with slimy, not honoring the connection at all. They might have even denied the connection at one point here. And I feel like this person may have a choice to make here with the fork in the road, or they might have not have chose this connection when it was important to do so. Although I am hearing for some of you guys, they're at this fork in the road right now, where they're having to really choose this connection, because I feel like it's at the point now where it may be over if this person continues to not show up, or not respect this beautiful spiritual connection here, and continue to act in a way that's not really serving a purpose or an honor. But I feel like your person's been very fixed. I feel like your person has kind of been quite stoic. I don't think your person has been quite communicative here. I feel like your person's been acting on instinct, but then again, it's like they know, just like you know, that this connection is spiritual, and that you're this divine, beautiful guide that's been kind of guiding them, and really guiding this connection in the right direction. And I feel like your person is really courageous, but I just feel as though for whatever reason, this person has not decided to, make a decision here which way to go, or they consistently miss the marker and not choose the connection. Okay, they consistently miss that point, and I feel like it's coming to the point where they're at this fork in the road, this crossroads, where they're going to have to make a decision once and for all to either choose this connection, see it for what it's worth, and follow the guide, or go down their own path and continue to be blind here, even though there is a knowing that they understand this connection, which I believe would require some transformation on their part. So they are courageous, but now are they courageous enough to face this connection for what it is? There is something here that's keeping them bound, and I feel it is something that they're having a hard time breaking away from, that's sinking them. And I feel it sinks them because it's almost like I'm feeling devil energy from this stone. I feel like it's holding them back, or it's pulling them under. It's keeping them held. It's not allowing them to break free. And your person might be preoccupied with trying to break free from that whole sort of thing. We'll see more with the tarot, but yeah, I feel like, you know, your energy, again, you can crisscross if this sounds like more like your person, but somebody here knew from the start very clear, you know, seeing the beautiful sunset or the sunrise here in this connection, very clear. And the other person was just, yeah, looking through a lens here that wasn't seeing very clearly. And I mean, we can, you know, clean the surface of glass so that we can see it a little bit better here. So there is hope. And I feel like there's still a chance here that this person can choose wisely. And I feel like your person has a very good knowing and a very good instinct here. But some of these, your people still wearing a mask here, or they're trying to deal with something like this stone that's pulling them under. And I think it's left you feeling kind of like this person, not that they're slimy so much, but I feel like it's disrespectful to this connection, or it hasn't been honoring the connection. So it leaves this weird film, and this could be the film that is over this looking glass, you know, but your person's not seeing it clearly. So let's take a look, because that's all I really see in these cards. Let's take a look at what your person wants to tell you in regards to these channeled messages before we get into the tarot, and see if they could tell you anything what your person would want to say, and then we'll pull some tarot. So let's pull 6 of these. Spirit, clear and concise message. What does pile number 3's person want to communicate to pile number 3? What do they want to say to them? They could say anything at all. What do they want to say to pile number 3? 2 more, Spirit. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you. So blessed. Clear and concise, Spirit. What do they want to say? 1 more. 1 more. All right. So, I am scared of getting hurt. Yes. So I do feel like your person hasn't made the choice to pick this connection yet, and I think you guys feel it. And I feel like, you know, they're coming to that crossroads, which I feel they've been there before, but I feel like a lot of you guys are probably at your wit's end here. And I feel like the stone is sinking, and there might be a bigger distance here, you know, and your person's now really having to either choose this connection and break free from something that's holding them back here. But I feel like they are scared of getting hurt. Hurt in this connection, and I feel like maybe hurt in having to deal with something here that they might be bound to. Let's see. My heart is still healing. Yes, so something here with the stone. Hopefully we get some more. They're still healing their heart. Now this could be childhood wounds, traumas, a way of an upbringing that's holding them back. They're having to sort through. Some of them, it could even be addictions here. We'll see. Spirit is just saying there's a lot going on with this person that they're really needing to, because there's so much love here, and I feel your person's really, really courageous here, okay, but they're not quite doing the right thing, or at least it doesn't feel like they're doing the right thing. Again, we ask Spirit for this message to be something that's going to bring peace and healing to you, that you need to hear. that your person wants to communicate that's going to help. And I feel what's going to help here is you knowing that I don't feel like your person's not necessarily not choosing this connection, although physically, yes, they're not showing up here. I feel there is a deep sense of knowing, you know, that the right thing to do is to choose this connection. They are guided to do that, not only by you being their guide. I feel like they're being guided by spirit, and I do feel like this is a heavily guided connection here by, you know, destiny and spirit. But I feel your person's really having to deal with this also being a part of their destiny, and that's the message, is your person's having to sort through something here that is involving their heart. You know, not necessarily another romantic connection, but it certainly involves their heart. It involves how they're showing up, and there could be serious traumas here that your person is experiencing. All right, I want to give you the world. That's beautiful. I do feel the sense of love, you know, your person wanting to be able to bring you the world here. I just want to pleasure you. Your person's certainly attracted to you, wanting to be physical with you, wanting to show you love. Not only do they want to give you the world, they also want to give you themselves, which is very beautiful. And then can we go back to before? So I feel like your person's really going through it. And maybe, like I said, I was sensing with a lot of you guys are kind of at the end. And this person is right now needing to, you know, this is kind of like the final stop. Your person is really needing to decide. So I feel like they know you're ready to pull the trigger. They're at the final stop here, and they want to go back to before, where maybe it was a little bit more lax. Maybe, you know, it wasn't so pressured that they had to have no choice but to deal with the stone here. Or again, the stone is, you know, this represents, like I said, that addiction or that heart healing that they need to do, not a literal stone here. But I did hear for some of you guys, person might like to get stoned. They might use substances as a distraction here, okay? I love sharing music with you. That is very cute. You guys probably share music together. This energy is absolutely beautiful. Your person is going through something here, clearly. Although spirit is not wanting you to put your life on hold here with the fork in the road. Your person does have a choice to make, and I feel like the big choice here with the number 13 being the death card is putting to bed anything that doesn't serve in order to have a transformation and deal with their challenge here. And this is how they're going to be freed up in order to move forward with this connection, if indeed, you know, that is what they want to do, which I feel they do. Okay, I feel they're courageous. They're wanting to choose this connection. There's this knowing, there's this instinct. They just, again, they're not seeing clearly, and it could be substances, it could be this heart trauma, and they weren't honoring this connection, okay, which I feel has left you in pain here. Now, what I'm going to do is pull some tarot, and then we'll see what we see, and then I will channel your person. So thank you so much, Spirit, for that beautiful message for pile number 3. We are so blessed, and I'm so grateful to be able to channel this message for pile number 3. Can we see some more? What is so important that the person for pile number 3 wants to communicate? What do they want to communicate, and why is it so important for pile number 3 to hear? Thank you so much, Spirit. Because again, Spirit was really poking me to do this reading because I finished all my readings for today, and Spirit's like, there's a message that needs to come out. So this was what Spirit wanted me to do, because I feel there is something here that's supposed to help someone, maybe feeling low, maybe someone doesn't fully understand, but there was a need to get this out today. So whenever you're watching it, this is timeless message for you to be able to hear this message. All right, one more card here for beautiful pile number 3. One more. All right, we have the Lovers. Spirit said not to read them reverse. We have Strength. That's that beautiful Lion Spirit card coming out again with that courage. Absolutely beautiful. We have Temperance. Major. King of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and the Hangman, another major arcana. Oh my God, you guys, I just got goosebumps. This is such a powerful message for all of you guys who picked pile number 3. This is definitely a divinely guided connection with a soulmate, with your twin flame, with somebody here who is being called to face whatever traumas, whatever situations that they're needing to face, their demons, and make a choice here, a destined choice. Again, with the crossroads we were seeing, or fork in the road. Now with Lovers, meaning pretty much the exact same thing. Your person is needing to chase up something that they love, choose who they love, which I feel is this connection. But in order to do that, they're really needing to deal with what they have to deal with. Okay, Lovers, this is destined. This is a beautiful card here, and your person's going to have to step into their power. Lovers is all about willpower, all about facing our fears, all about shifting our awareness here by taking a look at what we need to do in order to step forward and step into that power, okay, and do what we need to do. So your person is really being called, and it could just be being called to really go deep within their emotions here. And you see a little butterfly there. So, you know, transform themselves here. Maybe how they're used to dealing with emotions. And look how big that moon is. So there's lots of deep, deep, deep emotions here. They're having to do something. And then this wolf's howling at the moon. So I feel like your person, you know, is in pain. You probably don't want to hear it, but I do feel like your person's pained. Okay, and I feel like they're pained because they're needing to do this transformation, and they're kind of calling out. I feel like they're calling out to their spirit guides and for assistance, because I feel like your person is needing to really step into this courage. And the fact that we have Temperance here as well, talking about, you know, bringing the right amount of stuff, because I feel like you've been showing up, you've been seeing clearly, you've been presenting honorable actions in this connection. Your person has possibly been removed, possibly distant, possibly choosing to, you know, support whatever addictions, obsessions, or whatever they are doing here, and not honoring this connection. So they're going to have to show up. And in order for them to show up, they're going to have to deal with that and face their courage. Now, I also see the yin-yang sign, which is masculine, feminine. Okay, coming together, divine masculine, divine feminine. This is also a healing card, because your person is definitely needing to heal. King of Pentacles, a very solid king. Okay, this is all about commitment. This is all about a father energy. This is somebody who stands for his family, who has commitments, who's able to be secure, reliable, steady, and provide stability, safety, security. So I do feel like your person has the ability to be in this energy, but I feel like this is what your person's having to bring in here. So your person potentially has not been committed, possibly has not been showing up in this type of an energy, and they're really being called to, you know, shift their perspective here in order to get an insight as to how they've been showing up, what they're needing to do in order to embrace this type of a King of Pentacles type energy here, which I feel is what Spirit is wanting them to do in order to bring balance to this situation here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, another major arcana. Chariot is very much like the Strength card. It is calling for us to use our willpower, use our strength, use our fears and, you know, our light attributes and our dark attributes in order to pull through a situation that might be challenging in order to maintain balance. Okay, and Spirit kicks us in the butt until we, you know, pull through with the Chariots to make it through the other side. It is a card of victory. Okay, so I feel like your person is working towards victory here, is moving towards victory here, which I find very beautiful. And there we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So person could have very well been, you know, self-serving or acting in a way that was self-sabotaging in this connection. It is in reverse. So I feel like your person is coming out of whatever sneaky energies, whatever selfish type energies, in order to move through adversities to make it through this connection here. Now I will pull a card for the energy here before I channel. We have Cleanse. That's exactly it. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, that stone is represented by something that's holding them back. It could be a lot of different things, but I feel like it could very well be, you know, heart traumas or addictions that your person's really needing to heal from, childhood wounds, something very painful here, and they're needing to cleanse. Like I said, they're in a lot of pain here because I feel like there is a lot of love. So let me see if I could channel. I knew from the first time that I saw you, that I heard you, that I knew of you, what you meant to me and what I meant to you. It was so safe. I feel like I'm in a different world when I'm with you. All the things of this world that are holding me back don't hold me back when I'm in that place. When I connect with you on that frequency, it's beautiful, but I know it's not reality. Because when I'm not with you and I close my eyes and then I open them again and look around, I have the same troubles. I have the same problems. The same things holding me back. All my life I felt held back. I know I have the power to change things. There hasn't really been a reason for me to change anything. I've been pretty happy, but I guess I didn't really realize what I really wanted for myself until I met you. And even if it's not you and me, I know what I want for myself, and I can't stay in this state forever. Although, I mean, could I stay in this state longer? Probably. Should I? Probably not. I'm sorry that I disappointed you. I feel like such a disappointment. In fact, I feel like I disappoint people around me often. I disappoint myself. I don't know. Things hold me back, and then it kind of spirals. I make a bad decision, and then I make another bad decision, you know. Although you might think I don't see you or I don't see this connection because I don't really talk to you much about the truth about how I feel, the truth about all I know here, is because it will make it very, very hard for me to have that conversation. Then it would become real, and then I would have to really commit myself to fixing and healing and cleansing. And I don't know, I'm just really scared. I pray that I get better. I pray that whatever holds me back just releases me already. I want to be free, and I think that's my ultimate goal. I want to be free of pain. I want to be free of all these things that are holding me back, but I'm addicted to these traumas. I'm addicted to unhealthy ways because that's all I know. Even though I'm unhappy, even though I know it holds me back, it's like, it's all I know until I met you. Then I realized something might be wrong here. I can't really commit to you right now because that's not like me to say I'm committed and then not to show up. So I'd rather just not show up and deal with this. How do I get through? Somehow I know I'll get through. And I know I'll get through because I never thought I'd meet someone like you, and then I did. So I don't think I can get through this, but I know that I will. And I would choose you in a heartbeat. But circumstances are here and they're holding me back. So I need to focus on getting better, and I need to focus on myself, and hopefully that fork in the road is still there, that I can make a decision. But if you leave and walk away, know that I understand why, but I do know that I will never let you go. You'll always be in my heart. And I want to thank you for allowing me to see this clearly. Thank you. So yeah, that's what your person wanted to tell you. Wow, that was a very deep message here. All the major arcana, I do feel like this is a divinely guided connection. I do feel like there's interference here from spirit, helping your person heal, cleanse, and find the courage within themselves. Send them love. I will certainly pray for your person. I will send them love and light. I feel like they can pull through here if they do not give up on themselves. Again, don't let anyone hold you back here, because I do feel as though you guys have given this person many chances to show up. In fact, again, they're at the fork in the road where I think you're probably throwing in the towel here. And this may be exactly what this person needs in order to pick their life back up, is, you know, risk a chance at being with you. But this is what I have right now. Thank you guys so much. I apologize for the long readings, but I really enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.